Cool.
We show you today the plating, electroplating unit of Eitan type P2, just to show you the setup, how to do the operation quite fast. The special of this unit is a cold rhodium made, very easy and very efficient, and especially the thickness and the brightness is fabulous. So we start the setup, first of all, removing the top lid. The side one, the front one also lifted up, pulled by side. We take the first cabinet, the left side. As you can see, fill it up with normal tap water. It's very important. We explain later. Normal tap water. Till about 3 centimeters before the top. Just not top it over. And put it back in, like this. Then the second one is the packet for the rhodium plating solution. So using one of these bottles, which is about high quality solution, 1 liter, ready to use. We pour the complete product into the bucket. As you can see, it's already filled. Not too much, the same like the water before, 3-4 centimeters before the end. We can also use concentrate water, like this ones, and then fill it up with distillate water. Always remember distillate water for the plating solution. And then we bring it back in this place, like this. Then, we're using the stainless steel anode first of all to put in the cabinet of the water solution, right here. One on the left, like this, and one on the right. Okay, that's the way it has to stand, steady. Alright, we're taking now the salt for the greasing salt, the electro cleaning first of all we do with this powder. So we open the bottle. It's about 80 grams, equivalent to 1 liter of water. Put it inside like this, pour it in, again, and make sure to mix it a little bit like this. To mix it, make sure it's very well mixed. Okay, and then we add the two titanium anodes, which are very, very important for the electroplating process for the rhodium plating machine. We put one on the left side, or the right side, like this, clamp it like this, and we clamp it on the left side, the same we did before in the left cabinet. So it's well mounted, straight, strong enough, which is very important to give the electro contacts connection, which is not going to fail once we're using the electroplating process. Just before we start, we put back inside the front cover, and we're ready for plating. We always make sure to keep one water jar for cleaning between the session of the degreasing and the rhodium plating. And of course, this is the jig hanger, which we're going to use the jewelry over to put when we do the electroplating and electrocleaning with the machine. Okay, now we're going to show you the session, how we're doing the rhodium plating effect, which, as I said before, quite easy, not really technical, but you have to follow certain important points which make it easy and fast to plate the piece that we want to do. As this one, for example, we take a ring, which is a yellow gold plated, golden ring, and we want to plate it in white, like obviously this is the most common thing to use in electroplating rhodium machine. So first of all, very important, as everybody knows, as better you polish the piece, it's definitely you're going to get better rhodium plating. So it's very important, first of all, to polish the piece on a polishing unit, polishing motor, like every other one, and make sure it's very well polished and ready. Then, second thing we do, we will put it in the ultrasonic unit to clean it, like this, for a few seconds. Make sure the ultrasonic is quite clean water, first of all, you start with. And then, very vital and very important for the quality of plating, using high pressure.
Okay. That's right.
So we start now to do the plating. First of all, I hang it on 2 hooks, at least. It's much better for the electro connection. If you can do on 2 hooks, it's fine. Otherwise, you can hang on each one of them any different jewelry you like. This machine is very powerful, so you can use even 10 or 15 pieces at the same time. That's a big advantage of this called rhodium plating unit type PE2. I'm hanging it now, as you see, on the main bar, the central bar, this one, okay? And then switch on the main power switch, okay? Now, we concentrate on the voltmeter. I will take the voltmeter up to 5 to 6 volt at most. And you can see now, inside, there is a reaction, electro reaction of the bubbles that are coming up. It means the solution of the electro-cleaning start to operate and working. So that gives you the proper cleaning, the extra proper cleaning before we continue to the rhodium plating. This session, we're not going to do more than 1 minute. 1 minute should be sufficient enough, and make sure it's going to be ready for the rhodium plating. Once the time is over the 1 minute, slowly I reduce back the volt till it goes back to 0. Make sure to switch off the main power switch, like it is, and then I remove the jig out of the cabinet, like this. Okay, I take the water jar that I told you before, the normal tap water. Very important, normal tap water is very important for the process of the plating. If we use any other water, not going to be good enough. We need a certain mineral in the water to make the plating better. So we just dip it a few seconds inside and out, and then straight away we put it in the main cabin, in the right cabin for the rhodium solution plating, like it is. See, hang it over. Make sure it's steady, well steady on the bar. It's very important for the connection of the electric connection coming into to the hanger of the jig. So make sure it's well mounted and you feel it's touching the bar. And now switch on again on the main bottom power switch, and slowly I start to use the jog dial on the voltmeter, take it up to 2.5. See? 2.5, it's mean between 0 to 5, just in the middle. This session we can look for about 1.5 minutes, not more than 2 minutes. So we take our time, about 1.5 minutes. Meanwhile, you can also see there's a bubble start coming up at the liquid of the solution. This is assure us that we are definitely knows there is an electric reaction. So it shows that the machine is in operation right now. In any case, you don't see the bubbles and you don't see any reaction, you should try to make sure there is a good contact again on the jar, on the jig, and the anode titanium is well mounted on the right and left bar, and then you can continue. So give another few seconds. Always remember, the ampermeter on the right hand side is not important for that moment. It gives you some estimation of micron plating, which is always very difficult to measure. But for us, for the using of the machine, the P2, always important to concentrate it on the left side voltmeter, which gives us the indication, the weather, how far we have to go, what voltage we have to use, etc. Always preferable using 2.5, between 0 to 5. Okay, so now we are nearly there. Just before the end of the process, we turn off the jog dial back to 0, slowly, not too fast. Otherwise, if we go too fast, we might blow the fuse on the left hand side. So we go slowly down, shut off the main power switch, turn it off, removing the jig out of the ring, wash it in the water, like this. A few seconds in normal tap water.
3, 2, 1.
Okay. Now we take it out from the water. You see what a nice, shiny, white plating. To finish it up, the final touch, what we have to do, we take it out with the tweezers. We remove it from the jig. Just this, and we do the final touch with the steam cleaner. If you see closely how the ring become nice, well plated, completely shiny, and most important, dry, without any finger marks, no black spot, no residue, perfect as it should be, cold rhodium solution machine.